Imagine a 5th century palace built right on top of a 200-meter vertical granite peak. I mean, it is honestly like a real-life fantasy movie set.
Oh, absolutely. It really is.
So welcome to a brand new deep dive. Today we are looking at a massive stack of travel guides, archaeological notes, and historical records covering Sri Lanka's Sigiriya Lion Rock. So if you are a tourist heading there, looking for history and nature, your mission today is to extract the essential history, the architectural marvels, and, well, some crucial survival tips.
Yeah, and to really grasp why a structure like this even exists, you have to look at the psychology of the man who built it.
Right.
This is King Kasyapa back in the late 5th century AD. And he unlawfully overthrew his father. So he was basically living in this constant state of extreme paranoia, expecting retaliation.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because before you even face the, I think it's over 1,200 steps to his hideaway, you have to walk through these ground-level water gardens.
Right, the water garden.
Yeah, and how did 5th century engineers actually manage to pump water 200 meters up a vertical rock to fill a royal summit pool?
Well, see, that is the genius of it.
Yeah.
It wasn't brute force at all. It was actually this masterful grasp of hydraulic pressure and topography. They didn't just pump the water up from the bottom.
Wait, they didn't?
No, not at all. Instead, they built this massive network of surface and subterranean cisterns. So they captured heavy monsoon rains up at the summit and then channeled that water down through underground terracotta pipes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it created immense natural water pressure, and that gravity-fed system is so perfectly calibrated that those ground-level fountains, they actually still spout water today during the rainy season.
That is just wild. So the fortress uses the very mountain and the weather to sustain itself. But, okay, here is what confuses me. You mentioned Kasyapa built this out of pure paranoia to hide from his enemies.
Right, total isolation.
So why? Halfway up this highly fortified rock, is there a polished mirror wall covered in tourist graffiti? Here's where it gets really interesting. This is basically the world's oldest comment section.
It really is an ancient TripAdvisor. But initially, that wall was a security feature. It was coated in this highly polished plaster, specifically so the king could literally see the reflection of any potential assassins approaching him from behind.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
Yeah. But after Kasyapa's reign ended, the fortress was abandoned, it eventually became a monastery, and then, an ancient tourist attraction. Visitors from all over Asia simply started carving their thoughts into that same plaster.
Which turned it into an ancient guest book. I mean, there are over 1,800 pieces of graffiti there, and this one 8th century carving from a man named Budal really stood out. It translates to, "I am Budal, since all the others wrote poems, I did not."
A true 8th century contrarian. But those carvings are a massive linguistic asset. I mean, they track 800 years of the evolution of the Sinhala language through poems, curses, diary entries.
Yeah.
And just above these ancient reviews are the famous Heavenly Maiden frescoes.
The beautiful, semi-nude female figures painted directly onto the rock face.
Exactly.
And the archaeological notes seem totally split on who these women actually were. And just to be clear to you listening, we are not taking sides here. We're simply reporting what is in the source material.
Right, absolutely. Some historians interpret them as priestesses performing religious rituals, while others argue they depict the ladies of King Kasyapa's royal court, essentially his harem.
Wow. Okay, so leaving the frescoes, you hit the final platform before the summit, and this is where the fortress gets its name. You are confronted with 2 gigantic brick lion paws carved into the rock.
Yeah, the lion's paw.
According to the historical records, visitors originally had to walk directly into the open mouth of a colossal brick lion to proceed. I mean, that is the ultimate ancient power move.
Think about the psychology of that entrance. It was designed to physically diminish the visitor. You are forced to step into the jaws of a beast, which perfectly blends architectural defense with, well, psychological warfare.
Just projecting absolute power over anyone who approached.
Exactly, sheer awe.
But if you are visiting today, the ancient lion is only part of the intimidation factor. The current keepers of that area are wild hornet colonies. The travel guides stress this heavily: do not make loud noises, and absolutely no flying drones.
Oh yeah, running from a hornet swarm on a narrow 200-meter cliff is not the nature adventure you want.
Definitely not.
That is a crucial safety tip. So to wrap up the logistics for your climb, expect the ascent to take about 45 to 65 minutes, depending on your pace.
The entrance fee is $35 USD for foreign adults. And the most consistent advice across all the guides is to start your climb right when the gates open at 6:30 a.m.
Right, you will beat both the heavy crowds and the brutal midday heat. Now, as you plan your trip, consider this. That massive 5th century brick lion's head at the summit entrance completely collapsed and was lost to time. If an architectural feature that gigantic could simply vanish into the landscape, what other magnificent architectural secrets are still buried beneath the dense Sri Lankan jungle surrounding that rock, just waiting to be unearthed?
That is the perfect question to leave you with. Thank you for watching this deep dive. If you found these survival tips and historical mysteries helpful for your Sri Lanka itinerary, please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel to be notified about our upcoming videos in the future. Until next time.